Ah yes, Ceres, a dwarf planet inside the asteroid belt. There's not really anything special to say about it. It used to be a planet, but it's not anymore. Yeah, it sucks. Oh, Jupiter, the oldest and biggest planet in the entire solar system. But again, still not as big as your mama. Also known for having the giant storm on it that's bigger than Earth itself and has been going around for over 300 years and is getting smaller because storms don't last forever, except for the ones in kids.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping!
Some evidence shows that in its early years it used to be where Mars is, but because of Saturn, it got dragged into the place it is today. How magnificent. It also has a lot of moons, and its 4 main moons, that is the most known of them all, is Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. Here's the funny part. Io is actually the most active thing in the entire solar system, if you don't count the sun, because it has some volcanoes that are still erupting around. There's even video footage of it going up to the sky. Oh, isn't that just funny? Ganymede is the biggest moon in our solar system, and I don't know, there's nothing much to say. Some of the moons known around the solar system probably has ice and water under it. We just don't know it, and it could hold life, but we don't really care about it. I'm right here, I'm trying to talk about stuff, but I can't even stop. I can't stop talking. I can't breathe. Jupiter has about 95 moons, and there is a lot of them, so just give me a second to list them all off. Metis, Atrastia, Amophia, Phoebe, Themisto, Leda, Ursa, Amalia, S/2018 J2, Pandia, Lysaphia, Allura, S/2011 J3, Dea, S/2018 J4, Carpo, Valetudo, Ananke, Harpalike, Iocast, Praxidite, Phi1, Hermip, Uanth, Uperi, Ophusi, Mimi, Felsino, Helike, Jupiter Lii, Jupiter Liv, Jupiter LV, Eupheme, Jupiter LXIV, Jupiter LXVIII, Jupiter LXX, S/2003 J2, S/2003 J12, S/2003 J16, S/2021 J1, S/2021 J2, S/2021 J3, S/2022 J3, Kame, Taket, Chaldine, Kalike, Aeronome, Isono, Aten, Kale, Pasiphae, Arch, Calico, Euclid, Hers, Jupiter Li, Irene, Jupiter LXI, Jupiter LXIII, Jupiter LXVI, Jupiter LXIX, Jupiter LXXII, S/2003 J9, S/2003 J10, S/2003 J24, S/2016 J3, S/2018 J3, S/2021 J4, S/2021 J5, S/2021 J6, S/2022 J1, S/2022 J2, Persephone, Sinope, Calaru, Megaclite, Autono, Eurodome, Spunde, Hecamone, Auidi, Selene, Core, Jupiter LVI, Philophrosine, Jupiter LIX, Jupiter LXVII, S/2003 J4, S/2003 J23, S/2016 J4. Saturn, the most beautiful planet in the entire solar system, at least according to most people. Why? Because of its giant rings. But I have some sad news about the rings. One day, they will fade away, because things don't last forever, especially rings, just like a real marriage.
John, I want a divorce. divorce.
They also say it's probably possible for it to float in a body of water. I don't know how that's possible, but something about chemicals and stuff. It also has the most moons than every planet, at least 274 moons. It has 7 iconic moons. Let's list them off really quick. Mimas, Enceladus, Tethys, Dione, Rhea, Titan, being the most popular moon because it has a thick atmosphere and has some kind of liquid in it, and we did send a space little thingy into it, so we have actually footage of it. Isn't that just neat? And Iapetus. That's all the moons. Well, the main moons. Now, just give me a second to read all the names of all the other moons. Okay, I am not going to list every fucking moon of Saturn. There's almost fucking 300 of them, so I'm just gonna show you the list instead to make it easy for myself. Uranus, or Uranus. Ha 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 ha, so funny. Suck it up and stop laughing. We got places to be. Uranus is a ice giant. I know. If you think about it, ice giants and gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn are kind of the same, but just a bit different, but that's not why we're here. It is actually the smelliest planet in our solar system. That's not even a joke, it really is. How sad is it to be the smelliest planet in the entire solar system and also being called Uranus? That's sad. Now, it's not easy to see, but it does have rings. The same goes for Jupiter. It also has rings you can barely see. And I think it also goes for Neptune, but we get to Neptune a bit later. So Uranus is kind of tilted, like to its side, so it looks a bit weird. It also rains diamonds there. The same goes for Neptune.
We're rich! Diamond! Ah!
Uranus has 28 moons, the main being Miranda, Ariel, Umbrio, Titania, and Oberon. Now, before we get to the rest of the moons, Uranus was actually meant to be called Caelus. That's kind of funny. Now, let's get to the moons. The other ones. Cordelia, Ophelia, Bianca, Cressida, Desdemona, Juliet, Portia, Rosalind, Cupid, Belinda, Perdita, Puck, Mab, Francisco, Caliban, Stefano, S/2023 U1, Trinquilo, Sycorax, Margaret, Prospero, Setebos, Ferdinand. Ah, Neptune, the farthest away planet, with also a dark storm on it, just like Jupiter, but not as big. It is also a ice giant, it also rains diamonds, and it also has some very small rings that are really hard to see. You can bet it's pretty cold there because it's the farthest planet from the sun. So, obviously, I don't really have much to say about it. So, yeah, let's get to its moons. It actually just has one main moon called Triton. Now, there is a theory going around that Triton actually was a dwarf planet, but because of Neptune's very strong gravity, it got pulled into it and spins around Neptune. But here's the fun fact, it spins around Neptune the other way instead of the normal way. That's one of the leading theories. Now let's get to the rest of the moons. Naiad, Thalassa, Despina, Galatea, Larissa, Hippocamp, Proteus, Nereid, Halimede, Sao, S/2002 N5, Lao Medea, Samath, Naso, S/2021 N1.
Is bald and everybody knows that nigga's forehead can be used as a bowl. Why the fuck this nigga so damn British? I don't know. His song was so booty, now this nigga's trying to code. I'm drinking prime, just kidding, nigga. No, I'm I'm not. That shit is ass, I wouldn't even give it to my dog. My handicapped little brother turned your music off. For the first time in my